incredible last couple of games from Tom Trbojevic. What a battle between these two.
Not surprisingly, when they play the Roosters and he's there, their record is excellent. Here we go. Roosters and Manly, winner in the top 4, loser on the outside looking in. And it's Josh Aloiai hitting it up. I'll put my teeth back in. We're all a bit nervous for this big game here on this Super Saturday. As the Manly side with Taniela Paseka carted up. They have met once this year, round number 2, and it was Manly's forwards laying a great platform. They won that night 21 points to 14.
Aloiai very slow up and he's limping back into position, but very slow up after that hit up from the kickoff.
Jake Trbojevic now with Manly. 3 straight wins coming into this contest, a couple of shellackings in recent weeks. Tom Trbojevic getting an early touch. And Manly make it to halfway. And they complete their first set as Cherry Evans kicks long. No problem for the veteran Daniel Tupou, but a sea of Manly players there to meet him. Good crowd here on this Saturday night. Lots of Manly fans pouring in as well, as we see Josh Aloiai does not look right at all. Still hobbling.
Still hobbling.
Now it's Young. Had a tough night last week in Melbourne. Now it's Brandon Smith. Gee, it's a great atmosphere here. James Tedesco up the middle. Encouraging start from him. The soccer style chant going up. And it's Luke Brooks cutting Collins in half, but it is a new set here for the Roosters. So they'll get a chance to attack early. And it's Radley down the edge.
What a shot from Luke Brooks on Lindsay Collins. Boy.
Vali'i. Coming in from the right side here. As we look at the replay, classic tackle. Classic tackle from Brooks. Now the Roosters bubbling outside, inside. Tedesco down the middle. Almost runs into the referee as the Seagulls bring him down, but the Roosters inside the 10. What a chance early. Here's Brandon Smith. Tries to do it on his own. There's still 1 tackle left for the Tricolours. And it comes back now for Keary. Keeps it going, Watson. Reaching out to take it, Swaliti on Trbojevic. That pass, a little messy. Young keeping it alive. Watson is back there.
6 to go.
You said here there was a hand on that flick pass. A Manly hand. Oh, the Roosters work it back over the 30.
The pass would have found Young, but it was Tommy Talau who made the touch on the ball. That's why the Roosters have another set.
One of the deadliest attacks in the competition. In fact, number 1 in the comp as Leniu drives them forward. Brandon Smith. Now Luke Keary. Swaliti. And then, that time the pass went to hand, and it was Ben Trbojevic striding downfield. Early charge blown by the Roosters.
Well, they've done well there, Manly. Set restart, a 6 to go, so plenty of defence early. James Tedesco looking particularly dangerous around the ruck. Sawali just not getting that pass right.
And as Manly work it forward, let's go to our man on the sideline, James Hooper.
Evening, Dan and Brandy. Evening, everybody. How good's this? It's like September has arrived early. Genuine top 4 game on the line with the Roosters and also Manly. Now, Nathan Brown is up and about. He did have an interchange card in his hand. Josh Aloiai is trying to soldier on. He's got that right knee heavily strapped, and it looked to be corked early, boys, so we'll keep you updated.
Thank you, James Hooper. We're used to great atmospheres, but we're used to the crowd in song right from the get-go here. Quite special here on this Saturday night. Tupou again, the recipient. Upended down awkwardly. Lawton was down there, and it is called a dangerous tackle. So Manly making it a bit difficult for themselves early. As we look at a replay, it was Garrick actually up top.
It was just the timing of both players hitting low, one pushing over the top, and that's all it was. It was a push from Ruben Garrick. You couldn't even say that was a dangerous throw, even though he ended up on the flat of his back. Very unfortunate there for the Seagulls.
So Jennings with the 18 taking the tap. Collins again giving some treatment. Again, the Roosters pressing. There's Walker feeding it onto Tedesco as another gap opens up for Tedesco. Brooks trying to hold on. Tedesco with the flick to Swaliti. Absolutely magnificent from the Roosters. Tedesco to Swaliti, and they get the first try of the night.
Well, what a start from James Tedesco. Opened up the Manly Seagulls in a previous set right up the middle. This time out wide, Tedesco gets his good mate Luke Brooks one-on-one. Ben Trebojevic comes rushing up very quickly, thinks Swartley is getting the ball, and that opens up a little bit of space for James Tedesco. He's run 15 metres with Brooks hanging onto him and then pops a pass out. As we watch it for the Harvey Norman replay, what a great job, a show of strength there from James Tedesco to hold Luke Brooks at bay, stay on his feet and get the pass away. Did that pass go backwards though?
Well, as we watch on, this is some start by James Tedesco. 3 runs, 2 line breaks, and had a try assist as well. That angle's not going to help us, but you can see why Greg Alexander is questioning whether that was
when he popped
a
it up,
sideways pass.
Yeah, Dan, when it happened live, I thought that, well, that's gone forward. He just hasn't been able to push it back with his hands. Swaliti was there to receive it, but I've got my doubts whether that went backwards at all, but that's a pretty good start there from James Tedesco.
Wow.
We highlighted the 2 fullbacks. He's had 3 runs, made 71 metres already. The game's 5 minutes old.
And first try for Swaliti since he was suspended. Round 12 was the last time he crossed. And now Sam Walker. Missed both his kicks last week from out wide, and this one not easy, but guiding it through. So, terrific start from the Roosters, who lead 6 points to 0.
Oh, he is kicking well this year, Sam Walker, at 83%. James Tedesco, and they've decided to play Swaliti over on the right side. Played left last week. Tupanua played on the right, had a lot of problems, and there's the pass. Dan, I think it went forward. I just don't think he was at an angle to try. He tried desperately to push it backwards.
Stay behind, guys.
The play deserved a try, but the question was it legal? Well, it goes in the book as a legal try. So Roosters cash in on this wonderful start. This is in total conflict with what happened in round 2. Spencer Leniu. Listen to that crowd go up. Well, we haven't seen Nathan Brown yet from the back fence. A former Rooster is now young. Cops a hit from Paseka. Let's just drink this in from Leniu. A rare start from him too.
Yeah, he's a kick return specialist, isn't he? But Ben Trebojevic has done a very good job there, assisted by Tommy Talau.
Now it comes back for Crichton with a pass at the line. They're halfway, the Roosters, as they complete another set. Keary towards the Saab wing. An excellent line of Roosters defenders there to meet the Manly winger. Well, they're under siege early, the Seagulls. Ruben Garrick. Been in the centres all season for Manly. Jay Simpkin, his 6th game as a Manly Seagull. Tommy Talau's been terrific for Manly. On the wing tonight, Talau. Jake Trebojevic working it into the defence. Not as many metres here for the Manly side as has been coming for the Roosters. Tom Trebojevic cut down quickly. Collins and Leniu combining. So it's going to be Brooks. Giving it everything he's got to the young wing. No problem for Dom Young. Back to the middle. Comes here for Sam Walker. And another line break threatens, and he gets right away here. And now he's got Tedesco looming in. Tedesco! Goodbye! Tedesco scores! Oh, this is an extraordinary start. 2 line breaks, make it 3, a try and a try assist, all within 8 minutes.
Yeah, they bring the ball back to centre field off the back of the kick from Manly, who struggled for metres on the back of the set, and then Sam Walker jumps into dummy half and realises that, well, there was a line there. There was a line there, there was no problem with the line, but Sam Walker out of dummy half beats Josh Aloiai and also gets around Jake Simpkin and then had the speed to get him behind the line. Watch, Aloiai misses. Jake Simpkin caught in no man's land, can't make a play. The footwork from Sam Walker was just too good and looming up on the inside. The man that's had There's not many starts to the game. Then James Tedesco bounces off that. Great balance there from Sam Walker. Fends away from Corey Waddell. There's Jake Simpkin clutching at the back of Sam Walker. He can't get him.
This is ominous. 3 line breaks in the first 8 minutes as Tedesco strolls over.
Well, you thought there'd be a hit back and a bounce back after last week. They were disappointing down in Melbourne. I expected them to go much better than they did. Sam Walker makes it 12-0 after 10 minutes.
12-0 Roosters.
Brilliant and instinctive from the Roosters' little number 7, Sammy Walker here. Just goes into dummy half and then gets creative, puts a foot down, and who else is backing up but James Tedesco on the inside to send the Roosters out to a 12-0 lead. Just keep an eye on Josh Aloiai, fellas. He's got that knee heavily strapped. I noticed Sam Walker, he just dropped off a bit of a tackle there. It could only be a matter of time before he has to come off with that call.
Indeed, thank you, Hoops.
I thought Sam Walker jumped into dummy half just to have a run, just to get himself into the game physically, just to take a tackle, which sometimes can help your running game as a half, but I don't think anyone expected that, to beat 3 defenders and set up James Tedesco for their second try.
Now Leniu. Oh, straight into Talau. Trbojevic being there as well. Young. Collected on the 20, but the Roosters have turned up tonight with a point to prove. Look at this, the human hurricane, Spencer Leniu. Even in slow motion, it looks fearsome.
Well, they've done a good job again. You do feel sorry for the players just standing there waiting for Spencer Leniu to make contact.
This time Tedesco brought down. Kick here on the last. Again aimed at Sale. Really here, shell-shocked by this opening. Comes out now to Brooks. So this about Manly, they can turn it on as well. Things are in their favour. Walker left on the ground. This seems to be okay. Oh, Ben Trbojevic set upon. They're stuck in their 20. Aloiai lumbers into the defence.
He is still battling with that injury. He's hobbling around.
Trbojevic, not much doing here for Tom. So again, they're going to be kicking here from well inside their territory. And again, Brooks gives it everything he has. Young on the full. Now gets ahead of steam. And then rides the Talau bump, but the Roosters in prime position, just short of halfway.
He's got his hands full tonight. Ben Trbojevic out on this side, marking up Joseph Swali'i with Dom Young on the outside.
With the shoulder of Talau connecting there, and Young back up on his feet now. As Crichton well taken here. Tries to Swali'i and Tedesco. Brandon Smith looking for a little opening now, finding Tupou. Stands in the tackle. The offload for Smith. Now Keary on for Walker. Walker linking up with Tedesco. Brooks hanging off him. Now Brooks makes the tackle. Plenty of questions being asked here by the Roosters as Walker goes to the air. Coming through, Lindsay Collins. Trbojevic takes it there. Collins pulling out of that one.
Again, Manly starting their set on their 10-metre line, and the defence of the Roosters is brutal. Off the back of their 2 tries, they are feeling very confident.
Interesting contact there, Crichton and Lawton. And there's a penalty. Lawton gets up, so he's fine. It's a little awkward, but it's a penalty. Boy, did Manly need that.
He shouldn't be surprised. He was laid on the top of him there, and unnecessary. They've had Manly going backwards.
I'm not sure why a Roosters fan would have the Green Bay Packers cheese on his head, but it's a look.
It's all he can find, Dan.
Well, you know what? It might keep that box warm. Not that it's that cold here in Sydney. Not tonight, anyway. And now the Driving defence of the Roosters is in action once again as Lawton, game 99, driven backwards.
Well, they're finding it hard to get over the halfway line, yet to play the ball inside Roosters territory. They get one with Paseka now.
It's taken them 3 tackles to make those few metres just to get the halfway. Aloye catching pass. Cherry Evans hauled in by Radley. Jake Trbojevic. Walker was in no man's land, but it's just Paseka into the line. Final play here for Manly. Tom Trbojevic was right next to Luke Brooks there. The kick is coming down right on the try line. It's too big, and Tedesco, that's a gift.
They finally get themselves into an attacking position to put a kick up, and they put it in the in goal. 7 tackles set now for the Roosters.
This is the reverse of what happened at Brookvale. It was a Sunday afternoon they played, and it was Manly doing this to the Roosters. Total domination down the middle. It's a close game, though, 21-14. Well over halfway. Lining up here, the Roosters, as it comes from Walker. Watson was on his inside, goes outside the goal. Beautiful ball movement. As now it's Cherry Evans and Turpo. Back inside it comes, and Keary. He gets over the line. On hands and knees, Luke Keary provides the Roosters their 3rd. This is exceptional rugby league.
And all of his 305 game experience was on show there from Michael Jennings. Watch the pass from Jennings. But it's not just experience, it's talent. The ball was beautiful out to Daniel Tupou. Too much speed for Cherry Evans, gets around him. Luke Keary in support. When they score their 3rd try, front on, it will look fantastic. The hands from Tedesco and then from Michael Jennings, brilliant. Tupou just loping down that left touch line, finds Keary, stumbles, but there was no one around him. There was no Manly player to get a hand onto him and drag him back into the field of play before he slides across. Just bats Cherry Evans away.
He doesn't even promote the ball, and even if he did, it wouldn't have mattered. No one was on him, and that much to the delight of the unavailable core there. Joey Manu, Gerald Aurea-Hargreaves out for different reasons. This is sub-star.
Well, it's left and right, Dan. They've been sending a lot of their attack down this right side with Swaliki and Dom Young, but they go left and they create problems again for the Manly defence. And go back to the 7 tackle set. Like they finally get themselves in a position. They get over halfway. They play half the set inside Roosters territory, and then the kick goes into the in goal.
The Roosters have scored 18 points in 16 minutes.
Again, the criticism that they copped after last week's game, I think it's touched a nerve with the Roosters, and you can tell by the response. What a start it's been from them.
And Luke Keary off to Catalan's decision announced a couple of weeks ago. He'll be much happier than he was this time 7 days ago. Trent Robinson away tomorrow. 3 games coming up as another triple header. You got the Dragons in Wollongong up against Nathan Cleary's Panthers. 4 o'clock a Queensland derby, Dolphins and Titans, and then we've got Jack Whiten for the first time against his old club. All 3 live right here, of course, on Fox League. Dom Young mix it up. Roosters just the 1 error so far. Lots of ball movement, powerhouse performances down the middle. 4 line breaks. Here, before the last, kicking here, trying to catch Trbojevic out here. They can collect it, but he'll look up and he'll see 5 Roosters there waiting to put him down.
And while that has been the 3 tries that have got everyone out of their chairs here at Allianz Stadium, Dan, it's the defence of the Roosters that's making it difficult for them. Nathan Brown on the field now.
Maybe he can provide a spark here.
Well, he's done that job for them. for most of the year. He's been a great signing, great pickup, Nathan Brown.
So Paseka into Collins. Collins went down awkwardly, but straight back up. He's fine. Gary Evans from inside the 40. He's found some open space here. He's found some open space, and it's got closing in. Young just. Great kick though from Cherry Evans, and now Tedesco. Wow, under pressure really for the first time tonight. Still makes it to his 10th.
Magnificent kick there from Daly Cherry Evans. Didn't get the 40-20. The next best thing, the Roosters jammed into the corner. Can they come up with some big defence? Nathan Brown off the line quickly.
That's a good run from Tupou. Bradley, second row most of the year, playing on the edge now for the Roosters. Brandon Smith kicking out a dummy half. Now that's got Tom Trbojevic on his skates. He's just being a little careful. Moves it back, jumps in Swaliti and Sam Walker runs into the pair.
Both teams happy to get rid of the ball before the 5 tackles have been played out, not waiting until the end of the set.
And Trbojevic now. Aloiai succumbs, unfortunately. Oh, there's a tackle and dropping like a stone. Saab. There's a ferocity about these Roosters. Nathan Brown, his first hit up. It's going to be Cherry Evans Manly again. Don't make it to halfway. Could be a touch awkward. Nope, not for Tupou. Early ball to Tedesco.
And they are hunting in numbers, aren't they? No, that's the term you can use for the Roosters' defence. They are hunting in numbers and really driving into the Manly ball carriers.
Smith, Brandon there, and Angus Crichton. Ferocious tackle on Saab. Great play.
Just a shot to the midsection there, dropped him.
Took the wind out of him. Leniu, even when he's flat-footed, he's dangerous. Interesting tackle there from Cherry Evans. In the end, it was effective. Kiri on for Walker on the angle. Here comes Swaliti, gets inside Ben Trbojevic. Brooks coming on the inside again. The flick pass there. That should be a wide ball. Picked up by Young, and it's a try. It's pinball back to Dom Young, and he gets over.
My ruling was it's a pass.
It is all going the Roosters' way. Another line break, and again they cash in.
Yeah, down the right side, they have been deadly. And Joseph Swaliti just getting on the outside of Ben Trbojevic. Luke Brooks trying to do the job. Sam Walker nicely played Swaliti. Big step on the inside. Brooks again. Just throws it to the ground. There's a fair bit of luck involved in that one. Not only did he get his foot to it after Swaliti just threw it at the ground, he didn't. I don't think he meant to kick that. It just struck him on the leg. Trbojevic comes through, can't scoop it up. Sitting there for Dom Young, who scores their 4th.
We have seen this version of the Roosters a few times this year. Anzac Day, probably the most famous. There was a 15-minute patch against the Warriors a few weeks ago. They were playing exactly like this and piling on the points. And Young, in the last 11 games, he has scored in 10 of them. Rocketing up the charts and a real contender for NRL top try scorer.
Yeah, that's try number 15 for the year. Just no answer defensively on the edges, do they, the Seagulls, at the moment?
Unfortunately, Dean Mariner appeared to pick up an injury today, and Khan Pereira plays tomorrow in the Dolphins-Titans game. And Walker has had success from this right side already tonight. And again, they're keeping up with the clock, the Roosters. They seem intent on making a statement here at Allianz. And he didn't like it. His expression after the kick said it all, but it's all Roosters, 22-0.
The Sydney Roosters had their premiership credentials questioned during the week, but they are making a major statement here against fellow top 4 aspirant, the Manly Seagulls. This time it's a combination of Sam Walker and Joe Swaliti. and then all of a sudden Dom Young, who has been an outstanding buy for the Roosters this year, a genuine try scorer, takes the lead out 22 block down.
Boy, oh boy, can you believe it? 22-0. By the way, what about Vegas? 15,000 tickets snapped up almost immediately. And well done to you Warriors fans, top of the pile. 4 games, of course, Allegiant Stadium. Tickets and travel packages on sale now, nrl.com/Vegas. Leniu.
Well, they keep giving him chances, Spencer Leniu. That's 5 hit-ups now from kickoffs, and he'll come out the other side very soon.
Yeah. Probably one of the best things Manly have done tonight is contain his hit-ups from kickoffs. Oh, Radley puts it down. Brooks picks it up. Well, the door opens for Manly, who need to get points on the board. First real unforced error of the night for the Roosters. A routine hit-up. Extra tackle coming as well. So let's see what the Seagulls have got in attack. Comes from Cherry Evans. Looking to switch to the open side, but Crichton cuts off any passage, so Cherry Evans just has to wear the tackle. Simpkin, Brown, Bullimore, been impressive of late. Well handled here. Plenty of tackles for Manly to work with. The long pass for Brooks. Brooks goes himself and scores. Impressive, Luke Brooks. And Manly on the board.
He did it last week, Luke Brooks. They were down 2 tries against the Gold Coast Titans, and Luke Brooks did exactly the same thing. Threw a dummy, beat a number of defenders. They get a chance off the back of an error from the Roosters. Victor Radley, the pass went behind him. It was a tough one. Brandon Smith got to be out in front. Very tough one as you're hitting the ball up to be hit in the side, and that's exactly where the pass went. The footwork too good from Brooks. He's quick. He's still got a lot of speed. Connor Watson from the inside wasn't quick enough to close that gap. And boy, didn't they need it, the Eagles.
Well, if there is a team capable of turning it on in a hurry, Manly's one of them. One of the few teams you could say could really put on a pile of points in a real hurry. Roosters another one of those teams, and well, every comeback has to start somewhere.
Well, they are 2 very good attacking sides, Dan. The Roosters' defence has been a standout facet of their game so far in the opening 25 minutes, along with the 4 tries. But off the back of an error, there's only a couple of errors accredited to the Roosters so far. Manly are able to grab a try, and a much needed one.
A little bit of life for the Seagulls, 22-6. We've had 5 tries and a total of 5 tackles in the 20-metre areas.
You know, I guess the one thing that's saving Manly at the moment, they're 10 from 10. So while they haven't had as much ball as the Roosters, they haven't made errors. The only error that they've come up with was the 7 tackle set. Now, that was costly, but Brooks has made up with that with a very good individual try.
He was close to man of the match in the round 2 contest. It was his first game at Brookvale as a Manly player. There you go, 5 tries, 23 minutes. Who's going to get things going here for Manly. Nathan Brown. 10 games for the Roosters last year, Brown. Jake Trbojevic driving the 3 Roosters back. Simpkin. Brown again. And straight to the shoulder of Brandon Smith.
Well, the Roosters' defence has been that good. They just haven't had many wins, Manly, at all. Individual wins, even just 1-run wins. But Nathan Brown a couple of times there, a couple of runs where he spun out of the tackle, made an extra few metres. They get out to halfway.
Morton gets it on. Jennings was stuck in no man's land, then the awkward kick. But back there is Lindsay Collins.
Daly Cherry Evans just realised what we can see up here, that when they're looking around 4 and 5, that the Roosters are dropping back centre and wing. They've got five players standing in the back line behind the defensive line. Cherry Evans realised that and decided to run it on play 5.
Bradley stayed down for a few moments there while all that was unfolding, but he seems to be okay. He's from way beyond behind the 40-metre line. So here comes Tom Trbojevic. That's his 7th run. Nothing doing so far, but we've seen a change here with Lenu coming off and Terrell May. It's not a bad replacement, is it? He's coming into the game now for the Roosters.
Well, they decided to kick on play 4 there through Sam Walker, and it probably wasn't the best play. They needed to make a few more metres. Manly over halfway already.
14 for Manly, Chen Kun Tong. He's the dummy half now. So Manly enjoying a nice little period here. Nathan Brown. He always makes his minutes count, Nathan Brown. Short side for Cherry Evans. We're here for Lawton to go as May and Crichton combine. Close enough for an attacking kick, and Cherry Evans placing this to the Saab wing. He taps it back nicely. Garrick with a little grubber, and Collins is back there. My goodness, how often is he the backstop for the Roosters?
Yeah, quite often. Incredibly. He does it all the time, doesn't he, Lindsay Collins? Big defence there from the Manly Seagulls. That was a good set. Very good, and a good plan kicking to Jason Saab. Why wouldn't you kick to someone that's 6'5" and can jump like him?
Now Radley. Kick, touch shallow perhaps, and Saab having to bat it back from 5 metres out. So 9 games this year of over 100 metres. Pretty well handled here though to start his evening as this kick from just behind the 40. Again, in good position as usual. Tom Trbojevic, or Saab, was calling for it on the outside, and Trbojevic puts it down, but hang on. We're going to see a challenge here. Conversation between Tom Trbojevic and Daly Cherry Evans was immediate.
Coming up to tackle 1 here, okay? We have a captain's challenge from Manly. They dispute the decision of a knock-on. They believe it's stripped.
Well, let's see. It'll be a big error. 30-metre line.
Well, this is important considering
Collins.
A little bit of momentum.
With one player in the tackle, Lindsay Collins strips the ball. We now need to see perspective.
Well,
so the strip is legal.
Yeah, the strip's legal, and it falls back into basically the lap of Tom Trbojevic. So
play the ball, perhaps.
I think so, Dan. That would be the call, unless
Tom Trbojevic then regathers the ball.
There we go.
The captain's challenge is successful.
That's a great challenge from Tom Trbojevic.
They would have been hoping for the penalty. They were relieved just to have the ball. That's the key.
Well, that would have put a stop to the comeback. 22-6. They didn't need to make the error on the 30-metre line. I didn't think Tommy'd be calling a bad one.
Now 20 short of halfway. Fortunate that little bit of momentum they had built up. It's just slowed things down here. Everyone's had a chance to take a well-earned breather. It's been a quick game.
And where was that mark?
So Reuben Garrick is off to the protocol. An injury assessment for him. He's had a couple of those this year. It's not too bad there, but we wait and see what the doc comes back with.
Well, they need a player on the field.
And current there is a much bigger player in Toff Sipley. No back on the bench for Manly. That's caused a reshuffle.
Corey Waddell goes out the right centre for Manly.
So we've effectively got
two back rowers in the centres.
That's exactly right, with Ben Trbojevic. Chen Kun Tong. Playing in his 7th game this year, 9th game overall in the top grade. There's Brander, Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans for Tom Trbojevic. Tries to burst through. Hard work for the Roosters, but they do the job. Carl Lawton on tackle 5. Chen Kun Tong, last tackle, short side play. Cherry Evans tailing that kick away from Tupou into touch.
He wants a breather, just to gather their thoughts. They lost Garrick during that set. It was a bit of a battle. 20, 25, 30-metre gain before the kick from Cherry Evans.
Manly, by the way, as you pointed out, still yet to make an error. 13 for 13, their completion rates. And that scoreboard is ugly. It could actually be worse. Their ball control isn't as good as it has been. Now that Butcher, 9th year in the top grade. Watson, the dummy half. Tedesco, hunting. A neat tackle by Waddell. Keary, the last, puts it up here. Sam having to drift in field. Oh, what a chase of Jennings. And the courage of Saab, who would have heard the footsteps coming.
Timed it beautifully, didn't he? Michael Jennings.
Well, have we got a high contact late call here? Saab was a little ginger there getting up. Yeah, high tackle is the call.
Well, the arm flew up, the right arm flew up, but did it make contact? Because the shoulder and the body made contact lower. Oh, that right arm might have just snuck around as he made contact, which can happen. You're right. Once you make contact, it's almost like a reflex action.
The first two angles appear to support Jennings. The last two did not. So Saab's going to have to come off for the HIA. And maybe Manly fans are asking, is that sin bin worthy? It's a penalty and a penalty only.
Yeah, I think penalty's warranted, but nothing more, Dan. Only just clips him. It only just slides up. The contact was fine. The arm just slips up and almost it grazed him.
So they've lost Saab, they've lost Garrick. Now they'll both be gone until half time, even if they both pass.
So they've lost the right centre and winger, which is it's very difficult to replace outside backs.
Well, we've already seen Cherry Evans slow things down, and that might be the order of the day.
Well, Paseka's back on the field, so they're bringing front rowers on. They're just sliding players elsewhere. Ben Trebojevic is playing left wing. Tommy Talau's gone to right wing. Carl Lawton is playing right centre. And Corey Waddell's come over on the left side. He's playing left centre. Carl Lawton is playing right centre.
So we might have the unusual situation of a team down by 16 actually trying to run down the clock for the next little period of this game. Just to see this off until half time. The second. Been well handled so far tonight. Brown to Cherry Evans. Inside for Bullemor. Now it comes out to Brown. Brooks on the left this time. There's Jake Trebojevic just over halfway. Brown, boy, he's been busy. Shook off Collins, but not Butcher. They've said is their completion rate remains at 100%. The high kick. There's not Saab out there anymore. It's Talau. Talau does well, forcing Tupou to shove it in field, and Keary there does well himself.
It's a great place to have the Roosters there. And again, Manly have done it a number of times. They've got their kicking game right. The 7-tackle set.
The Roosters here just doing it a little tough. Manly, the team with all the concussion situations at the moment, is now slowly here.
Well, just having a look at Luke Keary on the replay box there, just as he goes down on the ball, just cops one in the back of the head.
With a knee from Lawton.
He's okay though.
The Roosters punching that set. Keary from inside the 40, and then Trebojevic. And Talau on his outside, almost breaks through. Oh, ball's come out. Ball's come out. It's a knock on. It's the first Manly error.
Shot clock on when you want it.
Oh, Talau early in the count. Now the Roosters a real chance.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. And the score's 22-6, but Manly's completion rate in their ability to not make errors, drop the ball, turn it over cheaply, I think has kept the score as it is, as low as even 22-6. Doesn't sound low, but it could be a lot worse. Now, they've been able to keep them trialists from the 21st minute.
Cherry Evans defending out, but he's on the other side. The Roosters come back to a side where they've profited so much tonight. Swaliti there tangled up with Tedesco, so
yeah, that was a poorly run set play there from the Roosters.
unusual. Butcher with the set. 22-6, but it's been a while, it seems, since they've been down this end. Fahu White, fresh, bumping off Chen Kum Tong. Before finally rested to the ground. Just outside the 10, Tedesco a kick, pinballing away, Swaliti coming through. So is Radley, it's another rebound try. It's all going the Roosters' way. Radley getting that one. 5 tries in the first half.
Well, the plan was to catch Tom Trbojevic up in the line, which he was. Tedesco noticing that, trying to just squeeze the ball through a couple of Manly defenders. Didn't work out how he wanted. Here's the error from Tommy Talau. Crucial error. And it's their first one. They're 16 from 17. Then James Tedesco down this right side. There's Trbojevic opposite him. The rebound certainly helped things.
Look like Brooks had stuck the leg out here.
Yeah, Brooks did. He almost backheeled the ball and it sat up beautifully there. There's Tom Trbojevic up the line. So the plan was good. That was the plan. Get the ball in behind and try and catch out Tom Trbojevic. That's not what they meant, but they come up with a result anyway.
So they scored the first 4. And then they cancel out that Manly try. Victor Radley with a 4-pointer. His 6th this year. Nice little record here at Allianz Stadium. Oh, they're turning it on the Roosters. And the irony, Ring Alexander, was it's their other side, Manly, that's in tatters at the moment due to the 2 players in the concussion protocol. But yet again, the Roosters profit on their right, Manly's left. Just one of the easier ones for Walker tonight. No problem. 28-6.
The Manly Seagulls assignment has just got even more difficult. Ruben Garrick has been ruled out of this match with a Category 1 HIA. You can see that incident there where he's really staggering and struggling to get back to his feet. He is gone. Saab's in still being assessed. He's a Category 2. He may return.
That's why you can never judge it as they come off, Oops, because he looked great coming off, but the damage had been done.
Yeah, not when you look at that.
No, absolutely
You can understand it being a Category 1.
Roosters' biggest half-time lead this year, 30-6 on Anzac Day. That's under a bit of threat. And that's awkward. That's batted back in. Look out. Oh, Brooks. He was looking at Young.
Well, they've been cruel by a couple of bounces, the Manly Seagulls, but as Nathan Brown flies off the line to try and come up with a big shot on Fahu White. Looked like they might profit from their own good luck there, but Brooks just not able to get that bouncing ball. There's the kickoff, an awkward one from Daly Cherry Evans.
Swaliti had the feet just in. You're right, the bounce of the ball not going their way, but now here's Jennings. Oh, hang on, we've got an obstruction.
You kept going and
that has saved Manly there because Jennings had Cherry Evans shot to right.
He made contact with him, he's on the ground, and they've gone through that gap.
So penalty Manly, 33 metres out.
Challenge is over. It's over.
Luke Keary was on the ground there, just hit fractionally late. There's the penalty against the Roosters. Big 4 minutes here for the Seagulls. Down 28-6. Try would be more than handy.
They had 2 tackles inside the Roosters 20. They have 1 try. Luke Brooks finding a gap down the middle. Now, Paseka. Strong start of the set. Inside the 10. Chen Kum Tong. To Brown. Brown the Brooks. That pass coming off Butcher. That should be Manly ball. And we've got a penalty here. Ashley Klein eventually calls the Roosters offside. So it was going to be called a knock-on.
Will I get another chance here? The Seagulls.
It's Toff Sipley. Very big players on the field here for men. Comes out now for Cherry Evans, dropping it off for Bullable. May and White with the tackle. Out it comes now for Brown. Seeing a lot of the ball, Nathan Brown. Contained here. May wanting to rip it out. And Kumtong has a little dart. Well read. Still almost gets there. During the strength there, primarily of May. And now they go again, and they score. Well, that's the sort of try you would see at your local park. Toff Sipley just crashes over from dummy half.
Well, he's big enough, and I bet he scored a number of tries like that as a junior coming through. Just get into dummy half and use your size. Toff Sipley, a much-needed 4-pointer for the Seagulls. Off the back of the penalty given against the Roosters for an obstruction. A little bit of space there. Nafahu White saw that Sipley was thinking about that and started to edge in closer to the play the ball, but too late. Sipley gets down low, uses his size, comes up with an important 4-pointer. I think they've got 5 or 6 front rows on the field. They've got all their middles out there. They got back rowers playing in the centres. They got centres playing on the wing. They have been knocked around, but Toff Sipley comes up with a big one, a much-needed one.
Just a flicker of hope for Manly. 7 tries now in this first half, 5-2. Nothing's gone their way. They've actually fought on here, Manly, with this big deficit against them. So 28-12. 40 points in the first half. And a rare try for that man. His first this year, 6th in his 82-game career.
Well, Chan Kum Tong went awfully close, and closer than what we thought he'd get. And the play the ball happened quick enough just so they couldn't reorganise themselves around that ruck there, and there was enough space for Sipley. His eyes lit up. He could see that he could get it across the line.
By the way, Monday night, part 2 of the Melbourne English special. Boy, that was fabulous last week with Vanuatu, his ancestral home. So 7:30 Monday following NRL 360. Nathan Brown getting the crowd up. And the try scorer, Sipley. A lot of points on this Super Saturday. It's been the theme of the year, really. Bullimore out wide now. Something up their sleeve just before the break. That really would turn this game on its head if Manly could pinch another. Question for some of these big players later in the game when the minutes start to pile up as Brooks into Tom Gaborovic, bumping off Rabbit. Now Cherry Evans scoring. Drawing in players. Pass to Talau on the wing. Talau just gets to ground. Cherry Evans, not for the first time tonight, drills it into touch to slow things down.
In the middle!
Yeah, stuck on that right side. Very tough one to put one up in the air with players coming at him.
Stay straight, guys.
He was just trying to
Push up, Gordon. Push up, Gordon.
suck out as much seconds as possible.
The way the Roosters are going tonight, you can't put anything past them here, even with 13 seconds on the clock. And 90 metres between them and the try line. On to the last play. Here we go. Here we go. The kick from Walker. Oh, Young nonchalantly tried to haul it in. Boy, that would have been interesting if he took it. But all smiles, the Sydney Roosters. It has been some first half from them, even by the Roosters' electric standards. That was exceptional. And a couple of little things going their way also, but this has been a well-deserved 28-12 half-time lead they've established here at Allianz Stadium. Brian doesn't look nervous, Brian. He's about to take the big seat tomorrow in the Paddy and looks very, very comfortable. Here we go, second half from Allianz Stadium. And it's Dom Young who scored in the first half. James Hooper, straight down to you. You've got some breaking news.
Big news out of half-time, Dan, is that Manly Seagulls have activated their 18th man. It is Clayton Falalo. He will feature later on this evening. He's out of the Blacktown system. That's because Jason Saab failed his HIA, and then obviously there's also the Ruben Garrick HIA failure as well.
So, thank you. While that unfolded, an error from the Roosters, which they're going to challenge.
Yeah, it was a tough pass. It was low. Terrell May. Referee ruled that he'd knocked it on. Terrell May was adamant that he didn't drop the ball, and he's
the ball touches the ground and
lose
is
made a meal of
the
that.
captain's challenge is
Lose that
unsuccessful.
challenge. Well, now wouldn't this be a way for Manly to start the second half?
Well, the Roosters were very good. Only a couple of errors, but Manly did make the most of the errors that the Roosters made in the first half. Now they get the opportunity. Scrum set on the 20.
Josh Alloy injured early in the game, fought on gamely. Toff Sipley, try scorer. They're watching on. Manly, tremendous chance. So it comes out now for Cherry Evans. Daniela Paseka eases up over the 20. Tom Trbojevic floating on the left as it heads that way through Brooks. On for Waddell. As if Manly haven't looked dangerous the few chances they've had. Brown the decoy. Brooks the recipient. Cherry Evans on. Tom Trbojevic. No panic from the Roosters.
No, plenty of numbers there in defence. The Roosters, Keary, Jennings, amongst others.
Now Cherry Evans back to the short side. Bullimore there was hoping that pass was coming, but Cherry Evans holding on. Near traffic there. Couple of plays left now as Brown gets it on. Brooks with a double pup. Tom Trbojevic again. Roosters everywhere. Barely breaks the 10-metre line. What a job they've done on him so far. Stab kick across, and it beats Keary. Jennings safely takes it. So it is a result for men.
That is an awkward one there. Luke Keary couldn't pick it up, but Michael Jennings back there to assist after Daly Cherry Evans puts in a nice grubber kick there under Keary, didn't bounce up, and then Bullimore throws him across the sideline.
First drop out of the night from either side.
Keary looks like he's going short, switches sides.
The young side is where it's heading, and that has come away to Manly.
Well, the ball was there to be grabbed. There was plenty of Roosters there.
To take a deflection. It was a deflection, it was off the Roosters. Waddell on the edge. Manly scored the last try in the first half. Brooks back inside, the second, spinning. Manly not a single offload so far. Jan Kum Tong out for Brooks. Cherry Evans, Bullimore. The Roosters' defence has not panicked. They have conceded 2 tries, but they're in numbers again. Brown on the last, away to Brooks, inside ball to Trbojevic, but there was Watson, and also it was Sam Walker. Tremendous defence from the Roosters.
Yeah, Connor Watson there. He couldn't cover Luke Brooks on the inside in the first half, but made sure that he got Tom Trbojevic there. Set up on the inside of Brooks. He read the pass and made the tackle.
Pulling out all the tricks Manly, but oh, that's a big shot from Brown. Oh, he is trying to carry this Manly side on his back. As Crichton bends the defensive line back. And a penalty. That's a big penalty. That's midway through the count. And just the second penalty the Roosters have received tonight.
Well, had them under pressure. Here's the hit from Nathan Brown on Daniel Tupou. Tupou absorbed it and then kept going.
I was about to say, there's a lot of wingers that would have been knocked on their caboose, but not Tupou.
And then Bullimore just overexcited in that tackle on Crichton, gives away a penalty and just relieves the pressure. on the Roosters.
Roosters, by the way, I'm sure their fans will appreciate this stat. They've lost 13 penalty counts in a row coming into tonight. Now comes out here to Walker, turning it on the inside. Threatening is Butcher. Oh, what a play! Chan Cook Tong pinching it for Nat Butcher. Tremendous work, and early in the count.
Yeah, that's a massive play. Nat Butcher slid through that defensive line there. A quick play the ball, and Manly were in a little bit of trouble defensively. Chan Kum Tung, a big play there. Bobbled it, dragged it in, and just as the penalty against Manly.
Swaliti gave it the kitchen sink. And Ben Trebojevic is going to be a little slow to play.
That is brutal defence from Swaliti.
Now, ball's been lost. Paseka was adamant he was going to get an offload away. The ball has come loose apparently, but again we'll be going upstairs here. They're already 1 from 1 with their challenges.
I was looking at Ben Trebojevic recovering from that Swaliti hit, and well, that's no. I don't think he's going to win that.
The challenge.
Just looking at the actions for the Roosters player.
The Roosters have already lost theirs.
Well, Fahu White's arm is in between. Does he no, he doesn't even rake at the ball. No, that's a loss.
Taniela Paseka knocks the ball on. The captain's challenge is unsuccessful.
His hand didn't even come in contact with the ball. He just pulled his arm away, and Paseka dropped the ball.
Both sides got no challenges.
So, a couple of errors, and there's the shot from Swaliti on Ben Trebojevic. There has been some big hits tonight. Oof. And he was looking to get that arm free.
Well, there may have been some incidental contact there from White, but that was never going to be overturned. Ducking under the high shot from Waddell. He didn't like it, Joseph.
No, it's a high tackle penalty. Time off. Gordon.
Didn't appear to be a ferocious shot, but it was high.
Corey on report.
And it does get Corey Waddell on report. And
He got him a little bit more than what we thought originally.
You can see why Swaliti was a little upset.
Yeah.
So getting a little messy here. But the Roosters starter set inside Manly territory.
Corey, get up!
Manly have only had 17 tackles beyond halfway. The Roosters, rather, 17 tackles in their attacking half. Manly have had a lot more. That's how deadly the Roosters have been. Bradley plays it just outside the 20s. It comes from Walker to Keary. Now Crichton holding on. Lawton. Sharp play the ball. Watson will run over the 10. Now for White. And Brooks with a tidy tackle.
One more pass. That's all it would have taken.
Watson. Great pick-up, Keary. Tedesco's pass. Oh, intercepted. Talau's away. Tedesco's chasing. Halfway line. He's going to make it all the way. And this game is back on. Tommy Talau has scored. And Manly are hanging around. Oh, what a moment in this contest as Talau outraces James Tedesco.
That is a massive play from Tommy Talau. He was short, he realised, and Luke Keary, the play from Keary was brilliant. Terrible pass off his toes. Tedesco looking to take advantage of the great work from Luke Keary. Two players on his outside. Talau pounces and goes 90 metres. Game on.
Indeed. So the try before half-time, the first try after.
Magic take there from Talau. The ball would have disappeared just for a moment when it went past Swaliti. But Talau able to pull it in, showed great skill and just enough speed to keep Tedesco at bay.
And the replays for Harvey Norman. The smiles are still there for Manly. Well, it was, what, 22-0 after 22 minutes. They've scored 3 of the last 4. Tommy Talau is having an excellent season. his first at Manly, whether it's in the centres or on the wing. He has been a big contributor.
He has. He has been a good pickup.
A real spirit being shown here by the Seagulls.
Well, they scored the last of the first half and the first of the second half to get themselves back in the game.
The margin is as skinny as it has been since the Roosters went wild in the first 20 minutes. James Hooper.
The Manly Seagulls were absolutely under siege, but there is plenty of fight in the maroon and white. If you've just joined us, the recap. So Ruben Garrick's out with an HIA. Jason Saab's out with an HIA. They've had to have back rowers playing on edges. They have activated their 18th man, Clayton Fulalo, who is now playing on the right wing. They are fighting.
James, do you think we'll see Josh Aloiai back in action?
Well, they're saying it was a shin injury that he picked up with the first carry of the game, Brandy. But they are saying, yes, that he is still holding.
Okay, thank you, James. Great job by you. There he is. Second game of first grade. Clayton Fualalo. Oops, said out on the wing. Brown. A lot of their recovery is due to that man. He has kept the fight going, Nathan Brown. Jen Kum Tong, that steal looms large. Long way to go in this contest. Brown again. Getting it on. Good Paseka's put in. Jerry Evans from inside the 40. They've dropped back the 3 Roosters back men, and it's Tedesco that takes it. Great line of Manly defenders. It's a Manly side. Whether they can claw this lead back, this deficit back remains to be seen, but they believe right now. Tupou. Walker. So slightly stung, but seems to be fine. Jennings. Now comes to Butcher. A bit more careful this time and goes straight to Brown. Roosters, an effective set with Keary putting it up. Tense here. And now for Lalo. Happy to get away from the sideline and take the tackle.
He did well, but a great kick and chase there from the Roosters. Daniel Tupou making the tackle, arriving just as the ball did.
He's a fullback for Lalo, so this wouldn't feel unfamiliar to him. As it comes out to Manly's left and Liddell under siege.
Haven't gone far in this set, Dan.
Fulala also has played a lot of centre, so got a job on his hands tonight. As do his teammates. Top 4 on the line. Brown, his 9th run. A lot of other runs too at the line before offloading. Jerry Evans, his kicking going to be so important over these last 30 minutes. Tedesco. White hot start to the night. Gets it beyond the 30. Walker. Ooh, rushing up Bentrobojevic, and Walker saw it and got it on to Swaliti. And he's away. He does a little number on Brooks. Now the pass put down by Young. And in the first half, all of those were going to hand. And Manly dodge a bullet.
Well, it was magical play there from Sam Walker. Only 3 defenders out there. Ben Trebojevic coming up out of the line. There's the end of the passage from Swaliti and Dominic Young. The pass just not finding the mark. A lot of passes from Swaliti haven't found their mark tonight.
And 4 errors in the second half for the Roosters. Their defenders making up for it. Manly stuck here a little. Jake Trebojevic only on tackle 3, 10 short of halfway. Cherry Evans with a run. Weaves around Watson. Gets beyond halfway. Cherry Evans now. Not enough angle. Oh, the judge raises his flag short of the try line.
Oh, he's well short of the try line too. It looked like it went a lot closer.
Well, he tailed it away. Wisdom would say it did go out short. Are you as short?
Well, it's hard to tell, isn't it? When the ball bounces that high, Dan, over the corner post, it's very hard to tell. Touchy was short. He's down there.
I think it might have been a little closer than Cherry Evans was hoping. The angle was a little more acute than perhaps he was planning. Darrell May. Struggling in the second. Waddell there as well. Back from an ankle injury as Watson zipping out of dummy half. Lalo under it. Looks like he's going to be the target now of a lot of these kicks, and then upended. Satili Tupanua into the game. A bit of help from Crichton. Not a bad 1-2 punch. Brooks. Kondrabojevic. It's his 15th run. It's not as if he's trying to crack them, but the Roosters have been resolute when it comes to dealing with the Manly number 1, Brown again. And Kondrabojevic has got Waddell, and Waddell dragging Darrell May along. Penalty late in the count. Oh, that's a big moment.
Well, they would have been setting up for Cherry Evans to kick the ball, and the Roosters have given a penalty away. Big opportunity here for Manly.
Let's have a look. We've got a third man in situation.
Well, it's too low. It's too low with too much force around the knees.
Well, this will make the Roosters fans a little nervous if Manly can cash in on this. And on report as well. We've had a few on report tonight. Paseka.
Come on, Taniela, get off the back fence and charge into that defensive line.
Tupanua in no hurry to let the second play. Comes to Kondrabojevic straight and hard. That's the 10-metre line in front of him. Here come the Manly Seagulls. It goes from Brooks. He's already got a try. The pass to Waddell. Work on the inside there, but well held. Primarily Butcher and Radley. Knocking on the door, Manly. Brooks out for Cherry Evans. Oh, Bullimore threatening. Oh, holding on Crichton. A try saver. Chen Kum Tong. Cherry Evans rolls it in. Paseka the only one in pursuit. Kondrabojevic misses, although the ball's coming out of Walker's hand.
Yeah, great coverage there from Sam Walker. The kick from Cherry Evans was good, and Bullimore almost slipped through. He gets on the inside of Luke Keary. That's a great tackle from Angus Crichton.
He was home, Bullimore.
That is a great tackle. And then Cherry Evans, the kick, Paseka on the chase, but Sam Walker too quick. Trbojevic Ben flying through.
I think Walker had visions of getting into the infield of play and then some. This is a big play here. Tuilalo climbs above them. What spirit these Seagulls are showing.
Spectacular take there from Fulalo.
Comes out to Waddell. Inside the 10. Roosters on their heels. Back inside for Paseka. Playmakers get into their respective positions. Chen Kum Tong to Brooks. Beautiful footwork back for Chen Kum Tong. He got past Tupanua. Desperation from the Roosters. 6 more tackles. Cherry Evans. Floater. Kondrabojevic takes it. Closing in, and he just shot.
Jennings over the top.
Now it's the Roosters barely holding on. Tommy wants to be careful. 6 more tackles again. Roosters called inside the 10. Now that's 2 in quick succession as Lawton will just tuck it under the arm. Ball's come out. Ball's come out. It's a live ball. It's picked up by Cherry Evans. Gets it on to Bullimore. And now play will just continue.
Smart there from Cherry Evans.
Now it's Nathan Brown. Out it goes to a running Brooks. Licking up with Tom Trbojevic. Ben Trbojevic with a head of steam. And this time, they save it on the right side, the Roosters. Great defence. Brooks didn't panic. This is only tackle 3, Paseka swatting them away, but going backwards. Still standing tall, Paseka, but Brandon Smith won't go away. Real desperation stuff here. Jerry Evans at the line. Bullemore's almost gone through already. This time well taken short of the try line. Back for Cherry Evans, rolling it in. Walker read it well, but the kick's too big. Roosters hold on.
That is fantastic defence. The desperation shown in both corners, left and right, got there in numbers. Manly threw plenty at the Roosters. A couple of full sets on their own line. That's game-winning defence, that.
You put Tom Trbojevic in that spot, you back him to score every time. And then the try-saver on the other side, and then the Crichton try-saver on Bullemore. Now he can kick a 40-20, Brandon Smith. This one, though, gets plenty of distance down the middle. Great chase, too. Twaliti there, all over Talau. This, I've got to say, has had a real finals-like atmosphere at Allianz Stadium.
Well, you can hear the reaction of the crowd, Dan. I don't think I've experienced that this year. The crowd is so into the game, and for good reason.
Oh, look. Down hard there, but seems to be okay. Still 21 minutes to go, and there's, I say, a lot of Manly fans here making noise. It's a great vibe. Contest, the kick from Cherry Evans finds open space. Young will have it covered, but now he's going to have to contend with 3 chasing Manly players. Young looks up, sees Brooks. Oh, tremendous tackle by Brooks.
Yeah, he sprinted down there to make himself available for that tackle. That was great from Brooks.
This is unfolding into a crackerjack contest. 4th place on the line. That's what not going too far. Manly wounded. And holding on. And closing in. Keary goes for a gallop. Brandon Smith, no markers there with Chen Kum Tong backing back. The meters not coming for the Roosters like they were in the opening 25 minutes. Hard yakka for them at the moment. The kick from Keary, back for the youngster, Hualu. In his first grade game. Oh, he doesn't mind throwing it past the exuberance of youth. But all over Trbojevic is Radley. Coming to Lau. Manly looking for back-to-back wins against the Roosters this year. Roosters, this would be just their 2nd win against the top 8 side in 2024. Sibley, his 7th run. Little short side play here. Cherry Evans has got something cooking, although the pass not clean. Lawton holds on.
Well, there was a little bit of space back on the inside, but Angus Crichton closed it very quickly. And big contact there on Carl Lawton.
Cherry Evans gives it the lot. Young there. Got away from him at the design, puts it down! Dom Young has dropped the ball, and the Manly fans go bonkers.
Well, he's
dropped
dropped
for the
twice.
Seagulls, 11 metres out.
Drops the first one in the air, harmless, goes over his head, gets a touch to it, and then don't know what happened there with Dom Young, but it does offer Manly another golden opportunity.
He had a tough night last week in Melbourne. It's been a pretty good night for him so far tonight. Now Manly.
Boy, look at the Roosters, 6 from 11. 6 from 11. That's no possession at all. It's all been down here.
Can they keep holding on the Roosters? Jerry Evans for Tom Trbojevic looking at Keary. Oh, Keary with solid contact. Full set inside the 10. Brandon Smith all over Tom Trbojevic. Little gamesmanship between the pair. In the end, it just slows things down. And Sipley works it down the middle. Staying on the right side here. Goes to the left. to Cherry Evans, numbing inside, outside to Brooks. Plenty of cover there for him this time. They let him through once. They would be quite determined not to let him through again. Chet Kum Tong is almost there. Second time he's got close. Cherry Evans. Tom Trbojevic. Oh, Crichton stands his ground.
Edges have been brilliant defensively for the Roosters.
This is an enormous play here. Last for Manly. Chen Kum Tong. Cherry Evans. Cut out pass. Neat kick from Carl Lawton. And Tedesco can only ground it.
Smart play from Carl Lawton there. Cherry Evans just asking a question, throwing it out to Carl Lawton. Nothing in front of him on the offer. And Tedesco just gets the ball down. No risk there.
It's still a 10-point game, but it's all Manly right now. Yeah, it is fingernail biting stuff. I tried this before, and that's not going to go 10 unless it gets the bounce, and it will not do that. So Manly ball 10 metres out.
Roosters have made 124 tackles to Manly's 55. 124 tackles.
And 36 tackles to 6 in the opposition 20s. It's the long-range tries that are separating the sides at the moment. The Roosters with a stack of them. Brown again. Battle of wills here at the Footy Stadium. Simply well handled. Here's Tom Trbojevic. He floats to the right side, and he's behind Cherry Evans, but it's the front man Bullimore. Again, well handled by Crichton. Oh, that was Trbojevic. The timing not there, but a penalty. We got a penalty as Trbojevic was taken out.
The level of force was unnecessary. I know that. He didn't have the ball, and it was unnecessary.
I can understand what James Tedesco's saying. When a player comes through the line when you are that close to the try line, you make a play on instinct, and James Tedesco said he's in the road. Well, he was in the road.
Well, the penalty evidently was not for the tackle, it was for the force in the tackle, as if Radley put a bit of extra oomph into it. Did seem a little instinctive. And would have been interesting had the timing been better for Manly and Trbojevic had got that pass. Anyway, Radley on report. Manly attack again. High tension. It comes to Brooks. Corey Waddell has been busy. Now it's Brooks again. Linking up with his halves partner. Out it goes. Tom Trbojevic. Got there! But did he ground it? No, it's a forward pass. It's a forward pass. And despite the soccer-style protestation of Jake Trbojevic, can't challenge. Challenge gone.
No.
It's a dead play. If they had one up their sleeve, they could have challenged it.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was brilliant from Cherry Evans. He created the space. Tommy just couldn't get a pass away, a regulation pass.
Oh, he got it down
and had to push it over the top.
Oh, that's a great put down to no avail. Well, let's look at this. This is now a huge play.
Can't throw it, pops it over the top. It's
even if it's touched, I think it might have been thrown forward. Well, another twist in this game. It's all Manly here. They might be running on fumes, some of these players playing more minutes than they normally do, but they've got the Roosters on the rack. Dom Young pinned on his 10. You Manly fans must be so proud of what your team is producing tonight. Win, lose or draw. Now here comes the Hurricane, Leniu. Smith in. Kicking before the last. This one well covered. Tommy Talau lumbers into the defence.
Well, we just saw a brutal defensive set from Manly. Roosters have started off theirs quite well, haven't they? Sam Walker involved, along with Lindsay Collins. Meters are tough to come by.
James Hooper tells us Josh Arieh about to return.
Oh!
What a shot for Alalo! He's rocked by Lindsay Collins. With the toughness of the little fella, straight back up to his feet.
Yeah, Collins and Lenu back on to finish the game, and Collins comes up with a couple of big defensive plays there.
Oh, Clayton Paolalo, courageous. Cherry Evans over halfway. Time is ticking here. We're now down to inside 14 minutes.
Yeah, he's proving a handful, Cherry Evans.
Get that one more try to make it the one-score game. Not here. Tedesco out to Young. Young sees a little gap and he gets by. And then he burns Benjabovic away. Look who's on the inside. It's Tedesco. The pass delayed. Tedesco inside the 20. Oh, the chase of the old man, Cherry Evans. Roosters, though, what a chance. First in a long, long time. Walker, we've seen this before. The kick, Tupou, inside the Jennings. Absolutely sensational. They have absorbed wave after wave of Manly attack. They get one chance and they score with a magnificent try.
Well, what a play from Tedesco at the back. Realised there was space on the outside, and Dom Young, what a flyer. Pushes away from Trbojevic down that touchline. I thought Tom Trbojevic handled things beautifully there. Cherry Evans got back to make the tackle, but Tommy was coming from the inside. And then Sam Walker, late call there to Swali'i. Across to Daniel Tupou. They had a player out there. And that was Carl Lawton, who was just hanging out wide, but Jennings made it one too many there for the Manly defenders.
We have all night talked about the resilience of Manly, but you have to stand up and applaud the Roosters. The last 20 minutes they've been under siege, and look what they do with their first chance in a long, long time.
Well, it all started with James Tedesco at the back, realising that there was a bit of space down that right touchline. He knew he had the speeds to Dom Young on his outside. Tupou and Jennings combining beautifully there.
So 5 players for the Roosters in their back line have scored. Tupou and Walker the only ones that haven't. Tedesco, Swali'i, Young, Keary and Jennings now with 4-pointers plus Victor Radley.
Well, Manly have been game, but the defence of the Roosters. How many tackles they made inside their own 20? How long did they stand on their try line defending it? It was, and we've said it already tonight, match-winning defence.
This has been a sensational game. And they are standing up here at the football stadium. Roosters' first try since the 33-minute mark. It was Radley that crossed then, and Jennings that scores now. And the kick goes through, and the lead balloons back out to 16, 34-18. Roosters on top.
What a passage it was from the Roosters from the other end. And how often do you see it? A side defends their own line for a long period. And then all of a sudden they break free. They get a chance and they make it count. Sam Walker with a crossfield kick, and you could see Jennings' eyes. He knew what was coming. Carl Lawton was out there on his own. Bullymore and Trbojevic just couldn't cover, the two of them.
Even the Manly fan had a smile on his face. The try was that good. The gentleman in the front with the cap on. And that was interesting. The way that boot was stuck out works out well, and the Roosters get it back. You've got to think that might just break Manly's resilience, but nothing has broken it so far. The creativity of Sam Walker. They've had just 7 tackles in Manly's 20 all night. They have 6 tries. Butcher.
There was a game similar on Friday night. Melbourne had 2 tackles for the 80 minutes inside the 20, but one comfortably.
A little distant operated, but keep going. Tedesco, outside, inside. No need to do anything silly now, the Roosters. He's happy to take the tackle here. Closing on the 70-minute mark. Here we go again. The high kick from Walker. A little more conventional. Oh, he got taken high. And he's gutsy, this kid. And he caught one there from behind by Daniel Tupou. That's a pretty simple penalty.
He's right. Tupou just short of getting to the contest to make a play at it, and Falalo just turned his back, positioned himself nicely for that one.
Boyovich, by the way, 21 runs. He's really only been close to scoring once. They've done such a great job on him.
Oh, the edge defence and the desperation defence in the far corners, both left and right, has been a real standout feature of the Roosters game tonight.
Here we go. As Brooks' pass to the front man is perfectly read. Looking forward to hear what the coaches have to say after this contest. Brooks. Oh, lovely take, Cherry Evans. Away from Jennings, but Jennings is back there, so is Collins.
Certainly has hurt the Manly attack with Garrick and Saab off the field. That just some strike out wide. It's been lacking.
Hobbling still, he's not right. The high kick here, bringing Tedesco forward. Great chase from Brooks, but no panic from the veteran fullback. So the Roosters will go to third here if this result holds. Manly will miss a chance to climb into the four. They're in the mire. The Bulldogs winning today. The Cowboys winning today. That's going to be a fabulous race for the top four. Cronulla's loss brings them back to that pack, not giving them a buffer zone. Tedesco. Hasn't he had some moments tonight, James Tedesco?
And right from the start, Dan, it was with James Tedesco. Crichton.
There we go. Oh, Jennings doesn't hold on. Well, that would have been fascinating to see how that would have unfolded, but ball not hauled in.
Now, Manly's defence has done a pretty good job on Angus Crichton, and it's been Cherry Evans who's been up against him, renewing their State of Origin battle. That time he got his arm free, Angus, and Jennings just couldn't control it.
About the Super Sunday ticket. It is pretty super tomorrow, the Sunday ticket, but don't forget NRLW on Sunday, so this is going to be part of the course now. You've got a midday game, Dragons and the Titans. That's on this channel, 5:02, and then the NRLW moves over to 5:05 for West's Tigers and the Raiders. So Fox League, the only place you'll see every game of the 2024 NRLW season live and ad break free during play. There was a stint today in one of the games. So very willing, the NRLW opening weekend. Now comes here from Cherry Evans away to Brooks. Then giving it to Bentraboyevich, but again the defence sturdy. That ball looked questionable, and it doesn't matter because simply puts it down. And maybe they're just about out of puff, man. Roosters. Oh, Falalo, he deserves one, then he's going to go all the way. Another intercept Manly try. So, in his second game, Clayton Falalo is now an NRL try scorer.
Well, he might have been the 18th man, but he's made an impact tonight. He's done some very good things. Clayton Falalo spotted some space down that outside. He was on his own, Daniel Tupou, down that left touch line, but Falalo got himself in a position to drag that ball in. Just split the difference between Keary, the passer, and Daniel Tupou, the intended receiver. Good moment for the youngster.
Looked good, hasn't he? The little period we've seen him. Almost had one earlier. They just won't go away, these Sea Eagles. Cherry Evans, he's going to sleep all tonight. And that's a nice looking kick at goal. So 2 scores, 5 minutes 40 left. 34-24, a real shootout.
Great, fully stretched there. Falalo, hands above his head, off the ground when he caught the ball.
Blacktown Workers jersey, but not tonight. The 18th man, as you touched on, Garrick and Saab ruled out of this contest. Well, he came ready to play, that's for sure. Man, this is the margin they've been staring at for most of the second half. Oh, Collins. Geez, put in for this second stint. Collins been steaming up out of the line, and he's forced an error.
He lost it. He touched the Rooster player.
There's that Lindsay Collins look. Now they can put this game away once and for all.
Well, he's out there on one leg.
Let's go,
Josh
guys.
Alloy. He's had a tough time. Right, kickoff. It was the kickoff run where his knee went on him. Fresh strapping on that left one. And just makes the error. Big contact again from Lindsay Collins. It really hasn't slowed down.
3 on each side here for the Roosters. A scrum opportunity. Keary. Oh, intercept again! Cherry Evans! It's only Keary closing in! He's going to go all the way, and we're going to go down to the wire! This is simply unbelievable! Cherry Evans, a third Manly intercept! Their biggest ever comeback is 20 points down! They are one try away from an absolute miracle!
Well, can you believe what just happened? Daly Cherry Evans reads the pass from Keary, who only moments ago threw a pass that was picked out of the air by Clayton Falalo. Cherry Evans goes 65 metres, you said it, and that's their third intercept of the second half. Tommy Talau, Falalo, and now Daly Cherry Evans. And you thought, well, 10 points if they can come up with a try quickly, but off the back of the error from Alloy A,
I can't believe
that
this.
is it.
I
That's
cannot believe what we're seeing.
And you should never think that, because that is never it in this game.
34-28. So regardless of this kick, it goes down to the last few minutes, but this would be handy for Cherry Evans. There's a real nervousness about the Roosters fans right now. Here's the kick.
He's kicked it.
34-30. An extraordinary game.
Well, they mustn't be able to believe it, the Roosters. Like, all the defence they've done on their own line, they throw away 2 tries. Keary in vain against Cherry Evans. Looked to go inside, but Angus Crichton was there, but he kicked the goal anyway. So here we go. 3.5 minutes left.
You can't put it past the Manly. Is now the time we're going to see Tom Trbojevic explode. They've kept him quiet for 76 minutes. And they just work it up here. They're battered and bruised, these big Manly players.
What a play by Cherry Evans. Unbelievable.
So it's 2 intercept tries in the last couple of minutes that's given us this finish. Kum Tong. Over the 30. No panic yet. Geez, they'd love 6 more or a penalty here. Not coming. Brooks. Cherry Evans. Here we go. Turbo Tom under Brother Ben. And over halfway. And yet again, the Roosters defence doesn't panic.
Walker and Swaliti.
2 tackles left. Cherry Evans with time. Brooks on the angle. Oh, great tackle, Crichton. How many times has he come up with big tackles on this Saturday night? Last play, Cherry Evans, they let him run. Then he puts it up to Desco. He lets it go. Tupou comes up with the catch. Desco was chasing like it was his, but it was Tupou's the whole time. And they're a step closer to the Roosters.
That was a great kick from Cherry Evans. And of course, big shot again. They're going to try and force an error here. They have to.
I think that was little Chan Kum Tong who just absolutely ironed out Jennings. That's a great run from Radley. Manly can't give away a penalty here. Cherry Evans weaving away from Aloye. Bullimore does enough. 4 tackles gone. Realistically, Manly might get 1 more shot and that's it. Crichton to halfway. So the Roosters do their job. They get through their set without fuss, without error. Walker, a little bit of pressure. Clears it away. Well, here we go. 90 metres between Manly and a miracle. And it's Tom Trbojevic with a settler, a conservative play to start. They know how to score points, Manly. There's Lawton. Goes up the right. One of the many who are running on fumes. Bullimore. That's tackle 3. The Roosters chant goes up. The Manly fans making noise. Jake Trbojevic on to Brooks. Brooks the short ball. Again, a spectacular read from the Roosters defence. 2 tackles left. Tom Trbojevic distributes. Jake on to Cherry Evans. A wild one, no panic. Valalo keeps it alive.
Again.
But Crichton, he's out of this world. Last play, this might be it. Cherry Evans, he sees Leniu in his face. Gives it on, Chan Kum Tong, a little grubber, hello, and he kicks it through again. The race is on, Young is there, so is Cooper, they clear it away. There's time, there is still time. Oh, this is incredible.
Daniel Tupou from the left wing to clean it up. Chan Kum Tong, a very clever little grubber, gets his foot to it. Dom Young and Tupou there.
Now, they have gone short the whole night.
I think they kick it as long as they can.
You would think. Yes, they do. They'll back their defence. They've conceded 30 points, but it's their defence which has been magnificent. It's 3 intercepts, which has kept it close. 1-2 plays left. It's a slow play, the ball. Brooks to Cherry Evans. This might be it. This might be it. Comes to Aloye. This will be it. Here's the big fella, Toff Simply, looking for Tom Trbojevic. Keeps it alive. It's still alive for the Manly side. 6 again, but it's irrelevant. It's the last play. Comes to Lawton. A little kick that's miscued. Collins falls on it. The Roosters hold on. One of the games of the season. And the Roosters, with players strewn all over this Allianz Stadium, they have won an extraordinary game. You must be proud if you're a Roosters fan, and you must be proud if you're a Manly fan. That is the NRL at its absolute best.
What an incredible 80 minutes we've just seen. Manly looked dead and buried a number of times. The Roosters defended their own line for it seemed like 20 minutes. Then came up with a try that looked like it was going to break the back of Manly, but they kept hanging in there.
And it's appropriate the Roosters' defence holds on one more time to see this game off. They go back to 3rd on the ladder. Manly, that might be their best performance of the season. As strange as that is to say, they've had so many thumping wins at home. But that was quite remarkable. Their resistance, their resilience, they were gone all night. They were blown out of the water in the first 20 minutes. They will stay in the 8 for now. But now the players come together. That was a game to savour. What a night here at Allianz Stadium. That man a hero again, Angus Crichton. The Roosters somehow have held on. What a game. Roosters 34, Manly 30.